There's been a lot of buzz about the Commanders' new ownership. We saw it first when we had the event at the bullpen. And the enthusiasm has continued all the way until Sunday where they have a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
That should be normal, but it hasn't been normal for several years. This team doesn't sell out games.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of excitement. They take on the Cardinals, who a lot of people believe are going to be the worst team in the league this year. Keck says they're tanking. Kyler Murray, their number one pick from a couple seasons ago, he's on the PUP list. He can't play. We didn't even know who the starting quarterback was going to be until a couple days ago. Still not 100%, but Ian Rappaport said they're going to go with Josh Dobbs, who they traded for. He didn't play in the preseason for the Cardinals. They traded for him.
Yep. He's got very limited experience playing in the NFL, starting at least.
True.
So,
and now he's going on the road, first week, sellout crowd, bad roster. I mean, are there any fans out there? If you're out there, call us, 800-636-1067, because I want to know if you really think Arizona's going to win this game.
And if you don't, if you believe the Commanders are going to tell us how they're going to win. We want to hear your score and some rationale. 800-636-1067. I got this because I'm going to put it up on the Instagram page, Sports Junkies Radio. Give us a follow there. I'll have all of our picks. I even have EB's picks and who we believe is going to be the star of the game. But let's hear from the boys from behind the glass. Hey, congrats, by the way. I saw this on a tweet. I didn't hear. Was yesterday your 2-year anniversary of Bit Season? Somebody tweeted that.
It was, though. We've done 2 years of podcasting together.
Very good. Very
2
good.
years
Solid.
of Bit Season.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of bits.
So let's get your scores, your predictions for the Cardinals Commanders game. And again, we want to hear from you at 800-636-1067.
I think it's going to be a sloppy game. I think weather's definitely going to be a factor. And you'll see signs of the offense kind of humming, but in the limited short passing that Sam's going to have to do, you're kind of wanting more. You want to see that downfield arm strength. So I think people will be pleased, but they feel like there can be improvement on the offense. I think the defense is going to come to play, but I definitely think the game's going to be closer than people think. When Drab said yesterday, and it really hit me, that Dobbs almost upset the Jacksonville Jaguars in a win-and-get-in scenario in Week 17 of last season. So I feel like he can be a pesky quarterback. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily think he's a talented quarterback, but I think he can be one of those pesky quarterbacks. So I have it closer than people think. I think it's going to be a 23-19 game.
Ooh, that's so cover if you take the Cardinals side.
Let's get to your Bit Season brother, Drab, who is down on the team overall. I think you have the Commanders going 6-11 this year. I might be wrong on the exact record. Maybe it was even 5-12. What do you think happens on Sunday?
It was somewhere in there, but obviously this is going to be one of those 5 or 6 wins. I'm not sold on Hal yet. I mean, he impressed in the preseason. Got to see the real deal. Good news is the Cardinals secondary is young. They're starting, I think, like a 5th or 6th round cornerback who's impressed early, but he's going to have his hands full.
6th rounder, yeah.
Yeah,
Cottrell Clark.
Cottrell Clark.
Yep.
He might be good, but it's week 1, his first career game, so he's going to have his hands full with Dotson and Samuel and Terry. So I think the Commanders easily win this game, and of course Dobbs is not going to run up the scoreboard. So I'll take the Commanders 19-9.
Just 19 points? Gross. Here's why I disrespect the Cardinals and especially Josh Dobbs. Here's Josh Dobbs' career history in the NFL. Played for the Steelers from 17 to 19. Was on the Jags in 19. Back with the Steelers. Then he was with the Browns. Then he was with the Lions practice squad. Then he was on the Titans and then the Browns practice squad again, and now with the Arizona Cardinals. Mm-hmm. He is the epitome of a ceiling backup Jag quarterback.
Correct.
That is what he is. And if he comes in here and moves the ball up and down on what is supposed to be a top 5 defense, then this season is setting up to be
an
catastrophic
absolute
failure for Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, and company.
And then you can change the tee time once again. Right now, you have March 6th.
Well, it's just a random date because I was fumbling around with the blocks earlier. Okay,
Cake struggles with blocks.
But if they lose to the Arizona Cardinals, it'll have September and a date that starts with a 1 on it, because if I were Josh Harris, I just ripped the Band-Aid off, and it just proves to me what I already know, that Ron's not special, and why would I keep him around?
The Rooster wanted to Joan on your dexterity, and
Yeah,
he said
that's
something
fine.
like, maybe it is a real word, but he said your dexteral skill.
Dexteral.
My dexterentials.
He made up a few words.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all
All
good.
right, let's go to, you want to go to Mo in Largo?
We get him, Mo. We should let people know we did give our official picks earlier. Jason and I landed on the same score.
I got
Coincidentally, we
21-13.
wrote it down, 21-13 Commanders. Cakes has them scoring a little bit more, 31-10.
Well, I have the offense scoring 24, and I have a defensive touchdown to throw it in there. So I don't have Sam Howell going crazy for like 3 touchdowns. I think he's going to throw 2. Somebody's going to run one in, probably Brian Robinson. It could be Chris Rodriguez Jr. if he's active. He plunges in from the 2-yard line, and I have a defensive score. There you get your 31 with a field goal.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Mo in Largo. He will lead us off. Good morning, Mo.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for taking my call.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to smoke them.
I think so, too.
Honestly, I mean, based upon what I've been seeing with footages that's been coming out of their camp, they have no continuity within their offensive line. So regardless of how talented you think Dobbs might be, that offensive line is going to get him killed. They have no threats outside. I mean, I'm thinking something along the lines of like 31-10, maybe 28-10, but I'm definitely taking us with extra points on an alternative spread this weekend.
Very
Thanks,
good.
gentlemen.
All right, Thanks, Mo. Appreciate the call. 800-636-1067, the MGM National Harbor listener lines if you want to give your Commanders cards prediction. Let's go to Shane in D.C. Shane, you're on with the Junks. Good morning.
Well, good morning, fella. Just got back from Bulgaria. How you guys doing today?
Ooh, that's quite a trip for you.
Wow, that was a long one.
Friday.
That was a long
I told
flight.
You guys when I called you guys, Jason, when I was in Switzerland. You said your daughter was over there. So
Yeah, she was in
But-
Lugano. Did you go to Lugano, Switzerland?
Well, I have a house oven in Bern, so it's fantastic. I know where it's at.
Yeah. She was there for a whole semester. All right, what's up, Shane?
All right, so here's what the deal, man. Y'all sleeping on my Tennessee quarterback, man. Hey, Joshua Dobbs played in big games. He played in SEC, so he's used to big-time games. Now, is he going to go out there and do his thing? I think he's going to keep it close. I think he can beat you with his feet. Also, nobody's talking about that. But, yeah, he's a backup. But he's actually a smart quarterback. This guy can read defenses, but he's not had the opportunity. I think it's a 17-10 Commanders game. I do think they win, but I don't think it's going to be. And plus, hey, they got a guy on the defensive side, Buda Baker, that is a monster on that other side of the defense, too.
He is.
Don't sleep on that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a stud safety.
Thank you for the call. By the way, let me just let everybody know, just because Josh Dobbs is an aerospace engineer, that does not mean that he is a great NFL quarterback. Those two things have nothing to do with each other.
Well, he's definitely not a great NFL quarterback.
So
right.
just because he's smart, he's clearly a smart guy. There have been lots of smart guys who've played NFL quarterback who aren't very good at that job. Just to let everybody know. Let's go to Mike in Gaithersburg. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, Fitzpatrick being one of them, right?
That's right.
I got him. I got it being a smoke show. I actually took Washington minus 24.5 for like plus 600. I got him in all my survivors. Yeah, I'm with Cakes on this. And the last call, like 31-10, 28-7. Just
Well, 31-10 ain't going to win you your bet.
Yeah, you better get an alternate line.
You better get
friend.
31-3.
ready.
All right, we wish you luck. Best of luck with your bets, my friend.
They ain't winning by 25.
No, I don't think that's going to happen, but I think they can win by 21.
Well, we'll see.
Let's go to Nick in D.C. What's up, Nick?
Good morning, guys. I appreciate you for taking my call.
Yep.
Dare I say trap game for the first game of the season?
Wow.
This could be a trap game. Everyone expected Washington to just run up the score. We have never seen this team run up the score in decades. So this front four, everyone's talking about first-round picks online. We have a history of having issues stopping the run, having issues with dual-threat quarterbacks. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit. This could easily be a 2017 game and a loss. It could be.
Well, anything could happen, Nick. You're right.
In perspective.
I would say this. I think that the Cardinals' offense, Jonathan Gannon, their new head coach, their offensive coordinator is Drew Petzing, Cakes' brother. They are going to just try and grind clock and run James Conner. They're not going to drop Dobbs back 35
Okay,
times.
that's fine. That's great in theory, but good luck doing that with. I was on fantasypros.com yesterday. They do a lot of good analysis. 32nd ranked offensive line for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah,
worse than the Commanders' offensive line.
I hear you.
So
I hear you.
You can want to run.
I just think that's going to be their game plan.
It's a great game plan until Payne and Allen and company collapse your offensive line on the first few series. And then what do you do? Then he's stuck trying to throw the ball to Rondale Moore and a gimpy Hollywood Brown. And Trey McBride at tight end.
But that will be their game plan.
I just don't see the scenario where the Cardinals are able to score enough points against this defense to win a game on the road in front of a hostile crowd.
I agree with that.
I just don't see it happening.
I'm just trying
the only thing is it's the NFL.
I'm just trying to give you ways of the Cardinals hanging around a little bit.
I get it.
In college football, you'll have these huge mismatches. And very rarely does the little team knock off the big name team.
Right.
It happens on occasion. Look, ODU beat Virginia Tech last year.
Yep.
Right. But more often than not, the big boy wipes out the little guy. But in the NFL, everybody's very close. Like even the worst team, they're going to win 3-4 games.
You know what? I think you're going to be surprised how bad the Arizona Cardinals look on Sunday. You're going to be like, wow, this team is hideous.
It might be a great live betting option.
Oh, yeah.
Opportunity.
I might take advantage of that. Let's go to Mike in Upper Marlboro. Mike, you're on with the Junks. Good morning.
Two things. The first is young quarterbacks turn the ball over, and sometimes that happens on your own 20-yard line or 25-yard line. So, worry a little bit about Sam. And the second thing is nobody saw Geno Smith coming. I don't know why everyone's saying Dobbs is automatically an awful quarterback.
Very good point.
We don't know what he is.
Well, he's had opportunities before.
But so did Geno.
Yeah, but Geno, at least...
He's had opportunities.
I mean, how many other teams was Geno on before he landed in Seattle?
Just a couple, I think.
I mean, he didn't.
Jets.
He
didn't play for a long time.
The
Jets, on like 7 different teams.
The Giants, right?
Jets, Giants, and Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I forgot the Chargers.
Seahawks were his fourth stop.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't play in the Giants because Eli never got never got hurt.
I mean, Dobbs has been all over the place. Hasn't been able to stick anywhere. And for whatever reason, the Cardinals, I guess, saw something in him and liked him and traded for him, probably because they're just fresh out of other options with Kyler Murray sideline.
Also, Geno sat for 2 to 3 years behind Russ, not 2 weeks.
Yeah. Right. That's true. It's a very good point. All right, we'll continue to take your
But
calls.
Dobbs has been around for a long time.
Yeah, he's been around. He's been in the league since 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in the league 7 years.
Usually guys that have talent, they separate themselves and they ascend. He hasn't really ascended in 6 years.
Correct.
Well, but his point is, and I'm not saying it's likely, his point is Geno showed last year that somebody who everybody counted out was given an opportunity and he flourished. And he's saying it's possible that Josh Dobbs is another person who has languished behind starters and is now being given an opportunity and could flourish.
I think it's highly unlikely, and this is a guy that's counting him out. This guy
Anything
right
is
here.
possible.
Well, I know this.
But it's not probable.
It better happen for our stupid survivor pick with Circa.
That is true. We need
Well, if Arizona wins this game, all we're going to hear from this guy for 4 hours is, I told you so.
That's a good
So
point.
we need Washington.
Well, they
to
were
win
my
this
number 3 pick.
game. I know.
They're on your list.
But you did not want to take them.